We're live. We're here. What's up? Good evening, everybody. Hey, man. I tell you what,
Howdy, y'all.
another night of not just another fishing show for sure. How you doing, Steve, Mr. Hooker?
Doing good. How you guys doing tonight?
Hey, man, I'm doing great. What about you, Mr. Randy? How are you, sir?
Don't do no good to complain. Nobody wants to hear it.
That's right, exactly. We got a couple of in-law outlaws and all around folks in here with us tonight, Mr. John Cyclone. That's a good name for you, Cyclone, because you ain't nothing but a hurricane when you come in. You doing all right tonight?
Yeah, I'm doing good now after everything dried up.
We'll let you tell that story a little bit, but you got to do the PG version. Oh, and then we got my good friend also. Hey, buddy, I'll tell you what. He's one of the nicest guys I've seen out there. I don't even know why he talked to somebody like me, but Mr. Nick Falkenberg of Blue Carp Catfish. How you doing, Nick? Yeah, Nick. I'm talking to you, Nick.
Oh, me? I'm nice.
Yeah.
I didn't know about that one.
Just take it for who it's coming from, Nick.
Yeah.
I guess as long as you're not at my fishing spot, I guess I'll be nice to you.
Hey, I was needing some bait, y'all. Shut up. No, I'm just joking. I got plenty of bait over here. We was talking earlier about some of his bait situations. We'll talk more about. Well, we'll re-talk that out later on tonight. But I hope everybody in chat is doing great. All 9 of you. I'm sure there'll be some more coming in there. We got Old Boy Outdoors saying hello, everyone. There's Nick said hello, all. And two stands. We started not just in your honor. I guess we started at 9:02. I don't know if y'all noticed that. It was 9:02. Y'all have to look at Randy. He's looking down. He must have some good notes going on for that or something. So there we go. He's looking at the phone. Guys, tonight we've got a couple more of our sponsors in here for the gathering. We're going to talk about that. And hello, Catfish with us, Mr. Dan. Chris, excuse me. I don't know why everybody the wrong names. But tonight we are going to be talking about the gathering again and our great sponsors that we have. And that thing's coming up real quick, guys. 16th, 17th, and 18th of next week, and or not next week, following week. And man, I am ready to go. And appreciate our sponsors code up. I spoke with. And I see you, Jerry. I'll get you there in just a minute. I spoke with the owner of Twitchen, Whisker's tackle rods. I asked him to come up tonight also. But I knew that his grandmother's in bad shape and he's having to sit with her a lot. So he couldn't stay. He couldn't come in. But guys, if you guys can visit them also, he's a really great guy. He sells an old style top rod. It's a cork handle rod that he does. He's been with us for about 2.5 years now. He's a real nice guy. So just let everybody know he would be in here, but just couldn't make it, sitting with his grandmother, and we'll say God bless to him. And I hope everything turns out good for him and his grandmother. So let me add one more thing to the stage here. Person to the stage here. The Jerry Parker guys.
Oh, hell.
I know. They flipped the coin. They flipped the coin, and I said, I really don't want to bring him up here. And Randy said, look, you got to bring him up. He won the tournament. So, man, here he is. The number one.
Well, I literally just just got home from work, and you sent me a link, and I'm like, what is this for? And you're like, for the tournament, you dummy.
That's that. Well, I was like, we had a winner of a tournament, of the Wokes tournament, and we ain't even going to have him on now. How sorry is that? So, yeah, I did. So I was like, you know what? I'll tell you what made it bad. I sent to Lisa, I said, would you send Jerry Parker the link? She goes, I don't got the link, and I'm not going to send it to him. I was like, well, how horribly hateful was that?
Oh, I know better than that.
He mumbled something about using illegal, but I don't know what it was, and I don't want to get to controversy. I'm not about controversy, and I never have been. So I don't want to cause it.
That was probably one of the most relaxed tournaments I've ever fished. Just fishing for rough fish. I don't hardly ever get to fish somewhere where I have a little chair I can sit in, walk up to the water like that, no issues. Man, I was just chilling out. I'll be honest, I didn't care if I caught a fish or not. It was just kind of nice, mess around and had a blast doing it with you guys.
That's
You know,
he laid back. He reeled in one every 5 minutes. No wonder he relaxed. He had a 20 fish lead in the first hour. Now, just tell the truth. You had no worries. You done went out there and baited that spot. You was on a private lake. You wouldn't even show nobody the banks. I know how it went.
Look, I heard through the grapevine that it was a Pele.
Those fighting words, John.
That's what I heard. Now I'm just saying what I heard.
It was a grapevine. It was a grapevine.
I don't even think I caught a fish the first hour. I don't think I did.
I don't think you did. We were all over the first hour. Then after that,
I thought, oh man, Daryl and Dustin, they're gonna run away with this,
Oh, we knew we wasn't gonna run around. We was after the big fish. We knew our bite was only gonna be about an hour long, but hey, we showed up, played, and had fun that first hour for sure.
Oh, absolutely, you guys did a phenomenal job.
Yeah, it was fun. That 30-pounder on a dang dock, David. That was fun. I want to say hello to a few more people. East Tennessee Whiskers. Let's see who else we got in here. Dustin, how you doing? And Team Snagging Whiskers. Miss V, how are you? There's Elisa. She said hello to everybody. Let's see if I can get everybody else in there. Hello, Don. How you doing, sir? Benoit Fishing. How are you? And we got a bunch of them just going back and forth. Anyway,
2 stands and 3 knots.
Yeah. So you won that. I mean, let me ask you this: how does it feel to win such a high-end trophy in bait towel like you did? I mean, is that going to be like right in the very front of your trophy case?
Overwhelmed.
I figured it would be. I mean, it's like
I was able to get me some high quality bait,
Yeah.
So
well, what I want him to do, here's what I'd like to do. You hadn't mailed that, have you, Randy?
Yes, we have.
I wanted you to present it to him at the gathering.
I didn't think about that.
I would have, we're doing a live stream at the gathering. I thought, he would.
Well,
I've never seen nobody cry when they got
hey, I can take care of that. Jerry, when you come to the gathering, bring that with you. It's in a box. Bring it with you, and you can open it right there in front of everybody.
Well, I tell you what, the only reason I fished this tournament because I had to beat Daryl. He talked so much smack. That was the only reason. I thought, you know what, I got to come over in there and spank his little behind.
Hey, wait a minute now. All your fish together wouldn't have added up to my 4 fish, though.
That doesn't matter. It was a numbers game. That's why I played.
We didn't have a number, so we would have to beat fish.
Well, Jerry done something
down there.
Jerry done something
up here right now.
Yeah.
So what?
Jerry done something that nobody else can ever claim. He won the first Woats tournament.
Yeah, absolutely. Congratulations to that.
Yeah, congrats,
it was fun watching you catch all the fish. Everybody was like, Jerry, what the heck? Jerry. Then we just started slamming him.
I'll be honest, I wanted to go where I had been, because I'd fished till like 1 o'clock in the morning the night before. And I was hammering some big cats. I mean, some dandies. But there was no way I was going to be able to pull them out of there with that low of gear because there's a big ledge. And even with my 14-foot rod and 12-foot rod, I was having to lean on those fish to get them out. And I thought, I don't want to have a bunch of fish running around with hooks in their mouth,
Yeah, well, that's why we did the 20-pound test. And what in the world are you trying to show off there? You couldn't have used that on a rod. That was illegal.
Well,
Had to be come with the combo.
No, Jerry know what that's for.
But we chased that 30-pounder for probably about 3/8 of a mile. We're trying to keep up where we wouldn't run out and get spooled. That was our only worry. Really, biggest worry we had was breaking the rod because he had that thing doubled over so bad, and we were just chasing him everywhere. He'd go under the boat. I'd have to spin the boat around, just do a tight 360 to try to get off of it. And it was actually, that was as much fun. We had a ball that first hour just with those big fish. We caught 2 before the tournament started. And you know, the only reason we did that because we were all excited wanting to catch one of those little dock runner rods. So we had a ball. And
them things are a blast.
huh?
Them things are a blast.
Oh man,
We fish them all year round.
What was the biggest fish you caught, Parker?
12-pounder.
Yeah, cool. How big was yours, Gary? Jerry, what was your biggest one?
I had a pretty good sized grass carp and a pretty good sized common carp, and I'll be honest, I can't remember the weight on either one of them.
Yeah, we had a good time though. That was funny.
Yeah, a few years back,
Looking forward to next time.
Wisconsin, we was up there fishing for those big giant channel cat.
Right.
I caught like a 43 or 44-inch northern pike on a dock demon in my kayak. That was fun.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you, Chris and V had a great time also. They caught a lot of fish up there. I don't know why they split up like that because they would have gave you a run for your money if they hadn't split up.
Absolutely.
Well, I guess they had more rods, but if they'd have fished with 3 rods, they'd have gave you a run for your money.
Absolutely.
And it was, like I said, it was a lot of fish caught, and that was awesome. And I know Danny Stone was up there with them baby fish. You know, it was embarrassing to watch him wipe the milk off of them fish's mouth as he was pulling the hook out of them.
The problem with that lake is Baldwin Lake. It's got some nice blues in it, but man, it is overrun with channel cat, and I don't know why that is with the power plant lake. If you have blues and channels in the power plant lake, almost every time your channel cat are over stunning.
Yeah.
And there's no limit on that lake. So he did good. And this time of year, about the only way you really can consistently get on good sized blues in that lake if you're dragging baits in a kayak or a boat.
Yeah, I get that. Stan's chomping at the bit to bring the tournament sheet up here. We'll get you up here just a few minutes, Stan. Give me just a minute. Go ahead and send him the link, Lisa, if you want to. He can bring that up. But anyway, I wanted to bring on our sponsors. Jerry, if you need to run now, I appreciate you coming. I just wanted to come up and tell you congratulations. And
I appreciate y'all. Like I said, I apologize for staying longer because I literally just got home from work. I need to get a shower. I'm covered in fiberglass and everything else. I'm gonna get a little bite to eat, and we'll catch you guys next one. And John, I will see you Saturday.
Yeah, I'm gonna bring this for you to check out.
Outstanding.
All right, buddy. You're a great fisherman. You catch big and the small fish. You're a very good combination fisherman. I love to give you a hard time, but you're a good fisherman, buddy. Anybody would be honored to go out with you because you know what you're doing for sure. So congratulations, man.
I dropped a new video this morning if anybody wants to watch it. So.
Oh, okay. All right. All right. Well, be good, buddy. Go get you something to eat. Thanks.
Yep. See y'all later.
Yes, sir. I hate to say that in front of his face, but he is a really good fisherman. I mean, the man gets out and he fishes and he knows where the big fish are, the little fish. That's what it takes whenever you fish all these different tournaments that's different sizes, knowing how it's done. So, Anyway, all right. Well, I wanted to talk with Nick here just a minute. Nick, I appreciate you coming in, and you know how much I appreciate what you've done for the gather, buddy. Man, Nick has been in here for about 2.5 years. You've been working with us now, Nick?
Yes, sir. 2.5 years.
Yeah, and man, he's jumped in, and I've never asked Nick, hey, can we do this? Can we do that? And he's like, man, I'm there. Let's do it. And came to the catfish conference and brought us a rack of his bait to put up to show off and stuff. We really wanted our booth to look good, but he brought the TV and everything. And I know he wanted to do that to help him also, but he didn't have to do all that. Drove over there and set it all up, and then came back and took it back down. And anything I've ever asked him, hey, can you bring us some bait for this, that, and the other? You've been there. And I know you've came to the gathering. Are you going to get to come this year too?
Yep. I already got mine on site 95, I think. Hint
okay.
Right here. Hint only.
Cool. There you go. And it's a fun time, ain't it?
It's a good time. I love it. I had a good time last year.
Yeah, we got to go out and fish some. I can't remember. Everything's a blur. Did we catch anything, or did I screw us over?
You screwed him over.
I
You
think we
didn't
caught
catch
some little
nothing,
ones.
Daryl.
Yeah, we caught a couple. We missed that big one over there against the bank, didn't we? Over there on the opposite side. That
Yep.
I told you was my flathead spot. That made a good run. We missed that big one there, but
Sounds like
Oh,
another
Yeah,
Daryl
I
story.
fished a little bit with Dustin. So
yeah,
the shizzle
Yeah.
there.
yeah,
Caught
that's
some
right.
fish there.
Yeah, and I'll tell you, Nick can tell you if you're there and you want to go out on a boat, you just say something to somebody, they'll take you out and have a good time, and it's just everybody having a good time with each other, ain't it?
Yeah, that's what it's all about. Fellowship, I guess.
Yeah. So I wanted you to come on here, if you don't mind, and you probably told it a million times, but tell about the company and how you got started and what you do. And I know you really expanded it. Started out with just a few different types of bait, and now you've got all kinds, and even some that makes your truck smell good.
Well, hopefully you don't spill it like a lot of people do. But yep, our bait started out, became public in 2022. From there, we did vacuum sealed bags and so forth. We only had one size at that time, which was a great big 4-ounce, or not, excuse me, 4-ounce, but 4-inch size chunk. That's all we had at that time. And then we had, 4 flavors to start out with, and we've slowly gotten more flavors, different sizes. Found out that people didn't really like the great big chunks that I thought they would do, since I was targeting your trophy blue cats is what I was going after. But come to find out, a lot more channel cat fishermen really like it, and they want smaller pieces. So we've over time downsized the baits. But our littlest pieces are about this big. I'll put this thing in front of my face. They're 1 inch by 2 inches, about a 1/4 inch thick. Sometimes you get a little bit bigger pieces in there, and this is what they look like before they go into your package. And then after that, they go into the package, and they kind of look like this. This is our blood 7-ounce package, which these are available on TikTok, YouTube, well, not YouTube, but Facebook, Amazon, Walmart, Marketplace, and several other larger retail stores as well. And then, from there you have about 6 to 7. My camera won't focus. About 7 different flavors right now. We're testing 2 of them right now, but we have a blood, and then garlic, shad are our top 3. Which our shad is a mix of a skipjack and a gizzard shad, or gizzard shad oil mix is what that is. About 50-50. That's pretty much how that works. And then we have our natural bait, which is your plain. Let's see if they'll stay focused this time. Barely. That's where a lot of people use their Kool-Aids, Jello mix in there. They'll just pour it directly in there and kind of shake it up like you do some of the other additives. And it kind of helps soak it in from that bait. And then we have a shrimp flavor, which I know a lot of people that channel cat fishermen, they kind of like shrimp, raw shrimp. So that's where that comes down to. We get the shrimp and have our shrimp oil made, and it's shrimp oil is what's in there. And then we have a strawberry, which is the one that made Daryl's truck smell good, apparently. It does smell like strawberry, but it has fish oil in it, both. So
it actually helped my truck, I think.
That's terrible. And then we're testing 2 right now. We call it a mud mix and a salmon oil that's being tested right now. I know a lot of people, season is just now kicking off, so I'm sure we'll have different ones coming out and getting feedback, things like that. That's just some of the sizes that we offer. We offer more than that for Mr. Hooker there, Steve. We have some. He likes our little strips that we offer, which they're kind of it's a trout bait. I think Daryl's got one in his hand right now. We started out with those for. How come yours focuses in? Mine don't focus in.
Well,
We started out something like that for the people that are familiar with fish bites. They wanted something that would stay on their hook. If they're like me, they get yakking when they're surf fishing and forget they had bait out there, and then it's all gone within 10 minutes. So they still got something on there that'll stay on there and attract fish. So we got, we send a lot of those to the coast and to Steve for his trout fishing up there.
Oh yeah, I like it. Everybody's like, "Oh, it's for catfish." Man, that stuff is dynamite for trout. I mean,
and this
every
year
flavor.
we'll be starting a little bit more with that. We use your 1/8-ounce jig with the underspin, and we're catching panfish on it, crappie, bluegill, perch. It's just something there. It's got some meat on it, So kind of like if you're going to use a worm, not a worm, but a waxy or silk, something like that. It's just something that gives that little bit of a scent, and the fish grab it and they, oh, that's really good. That's real meat. And they hold on to it. So we're starting to see a lot more of that, but people got to cut them. So, some people like it. Some people don't like cutting them. So we'll see how it goes.
Yeah. I'd say this comes from Asian carp, and that's nothing but a invasive species. And hey, you're doing something to try to help clean up. I know you'll never clean up everything, but it's getting a lot of that out of there. And hey, it's putting it to good use, I guess you could say.
Yep. Last year we done 76,000 pounds. On an average, we try to do about 4,000 pounds a week whole. Our fish around in our area, which is the Cannleton Pool on Ohio River, is where we get most of ours at. So basically, from where I'm at down to Cannleton Dam is where most of mine come from. And right now, most of the 3 fishermen or the 3 boats that I get mine from, they're pulling about 2,000 to 15,000 pounds a day out of there, each one of them. And it all started as those fishermen, they paddle fished all year round, or for 2 months out of the year, and that was it. So in order for me to get my bait, I had to find them some way of making money all year round. So, I started out with different Asian carp fertilizer companies or fish meal companies, all different outsources to get them a job so I can get my bait every week.
Yeah.
So I pretty much just call them up and say, hey, I need some bait. And I'm like, okay, they'll bring it to me. So
that's awesome.
That's kind of how it started. And
yeah. You started to basically, you're doing it by yourself and then grew into what you are now, right?
Yep. Pretty much do myself. We started out of the garage to start with, and I moved to a shipping container. And now we just built a great big warehouse that we're going into hopefully in the next month or two.
That's awesome.
In there.
Heck
just refrigerator space is 20 feet by 20 feet. So if I should tell you anything, it's, just the cooler itself.
Right.
That's huge.
And then we're going to expand into the fish fertilizer a little bit more and our compost that I give away to the farmers around here. So,
right. Yeah. Hey, I'm telling you what, that stuff is big with these people that does their own home gardening stuff, the fish blood and the bone and all that stuff. Yep. So yeah, if you make a little money off of the stuff that you're having to give away, that would work great also. So guys, try
around here, people need help with their garden. They just back up a truck and I'll use my skid steer and dump a great big compost pile in there and say, see you later. Have fun.
Yeah.
If you want to donate, that's great. If not, I'm okay with that because most of that was fish to start with, and then we add a little hay to it or, sawdust, and within 2 months, it's nice and brown dirt. So I mean, it's hard not to. When you're going through that much fish, you got to do something with it, and that's a great way to get rid of it.
Absolutely. So, and I tell you what, this stuff, like I say, Steve, Mr. Hooker there, I'll tell you, he has been using it a lot, and I just started using it more. And I was telling him a story before we got started. I took and had some of the strawberry in my truck, and I'd been fishing with it and catching with it, and I had thrown it in the back seat of my truck and forgot about it. Well, Woody and his son Tristan went fishing. We went fishing. Actually, it was it was when we went up to fish with Brandon and did the dock demon rod. So I got to smelling something smelled like strawberry. I said, "What smells good?" Well, I had forgot about throwing that back there, and the next day, I was cleaning out stuff. I looked, and I was like, "God, I left that back here." Tristan had sat on it and squished the bag out, and it smelled just like strawberries back there. I got it cleaned out and all, but it did smell like strawberries in the back seat of my truck. So I will say, it didn't smell like
good.
It didn't smell like nasty carp that'd been in there for 2 days in the hot sun. So
most of our bait does not really stink, like your dip baits or things like that. They actually smell not bad. I mean, of course, they're catfish bait. They can stink, of course.
Oh, yeah.
Everything that we have is a shelf life of over a year. I got some that's 4 years old now that still look just fine.
Yeah.
We'll open a package every now and again, smell it, and see how it looks, how does it feel. It's not it's bait, so it ain't gonna catch fish every spot, every place you go.
Right.
I normally have it just in case I can't catch bait. If I decide to go bluegill or throw a cast net in our lake, I go through at least 6 or 7 cast net usually a year because they get snagged. I rip them, everything. Or if the kids say, "All right, let's go fishing," I don't have to worry about spending 2 hours trying to find bait. I just keep this, in another Ziploc bag or whatever and take it out and go.
Right.
Don't have to worry about it. Maybe not in the tackle box, but I definitely, as a side note, if you open it, I do put mine back in another Ziploc bag. Just
I do
in
the
case.
same thing.
Well, I got these that zip up. I've been using them, except they work great, except for whenever you got
They
a
do
12-year.
zip up. They're okay, but if you had that thing in a Ziploc bag and your Woody's son sat on it, it probably wouldn't have spilled in your truck.
Well, but it is what it is. So anyway, I appreciate you coming on. Like I say, and I've got some samples I'll be giving some people that you gave me at CatCon also, and I know you'll be giving away some door prizes at the gathering also with some of it. So guys,
we're gonna bring down at least $100 worth of the bait.
Wow.
So it'll be at least 10 packages. We're gonna probably bring about 25 small, I call them sample packages for any of the kids. I'm not sure how many kids we'll have, but I know we did have quite a few there last time at the luncheon. So we'll be giving those away to every kid that we can find. We got stickers. Hopefully, I got one of Freddie's shirts on, so if you don't need any, shout out to Freddie. If you need some printing done with FOA there.
golly, I was supposed to order some towels from him. I forgot about it too. Well, that may be too late.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'll get on that afterwards.
Daryl, did I hear something earlier? Did I hear you say that this is available at some Walmarts now?
My bait is available not at Walmart itself, on the Walmart marketplace.
Wow, so there is actually bait. There's actually bait on the Walmart that will catch catfish. Holy smokes. There you go.
Wow.
There you go.
It's also in if you're out in Iowa, Shields. It's called Shields All Sports or Shields. It's also in a couple of their stores in Iowa. We gained a store at Grand Junction in Colorado.
Cool.
They caught so many lake trout and brook trout, cutthroat trout. I think some of that might have had something to do with Steve there, but you never know. But they ended up bringing us on to help catch their trout out there with it. So
that's awesome.
Heck yeah, man! I'm glad that's working.
Those are in store. You can physically go in there and buy them.
And you said you get it on Amazon also, right?
You can get it on Amazon, or you can get it on the TikTok shop, and you can use the coupon codes, the discount codes as well.
They put TSO 10 in there, guys.
Yeah, or hooker 10. But hey, I got a good slogan for you there, Nick. If Daryl catches fish on it, you know it works because he
That's
can't
right.
catch it. Not even a call.
That's
Well,
right.
that's usually my motto, but I have the every time we bring my daughter on board, we don't catch nothing every time. I was like, that's it. This is terrible. So
Yeah, I'm just trying to help out there.
Well, we're going to try some of it out Friday.
There you go. We're going to try it Friday for sure. I'll bring some with me. All right. Well, I appreciate you popping up here. And man, what you do for the gathering is awesome. And guys, this bait does work. It's not just something that you go like and get some dough balls and throw out there and go, well, I caught one fish the whole lifetime of buying them all the time or whatever. This bait works. It's fresh. It's sealed, and it's in the oil.
Yep.
I mean, it's you can tell whenever you're messing with it that it's good and fresh. It's not stiff. Like I say, it's packed in fish oil. If you spill it in your truck, if you buy the strawberry, it's not that bad, guys. Don't worry about it.
yeah.
All right, go ahead.
Well, I was going to tell you a little bit about our bait. Is it's actually like 3 parts to it. So you could even take like your plastic baits and dip it on there or spray it or whatever, like on your plastic, grubs, whatever. It'll actually make a coat around that bait. So if you dip it in water, you'll see an oil film, which kind of floats up to the top. You'll see like a little white cloud, and you'll actually see a little bit of the particles that sinks to the bottom of the water. So it produces all the water column while it's in there. So
there you go.
It's something that's one thing I don't ever talk about or show, but I got a whole bunch of videos, but like everything else, I've been so busy working with everything else that I forget to work on my own bait.
Hey, that's a good thing though, buddy, that you're staying so busy getting stuff out there and all. So I'm just glad that there's thing of this. I love to see these guys that's just starting in that's got a dream and follow that dream, and they're able to make that dream come true and be prosperous at it. So, like I say, I appreciate what you do, and we look forward to seeing you there at the gathering this year. And then we're going to move from you to we're going to go over here to this old fella over here.
One second, Darryl. Hey, Darryl.
Yeah.
Hey, Nick, I just want to say thanks for letting me be part of your dream, though, bro. I appreciate it. I'm loving every minute of it, buddy.
You're absolutely welcome.
You know what? I've run my mouth. Randy, do you have any questions? I guess I could have backed up when you guys got a question for him. Anybody in the audience too in the chat?
I've used it once, and for just a minute, and somebody caught a big fish on the other side. That's when Lisa caught her. I was using it the day that Lisa caught her big fish.
Uh-oh.
And I never got around to going back to it, and I left it open in my tackle box. And I will tell you, the shad does not make your tackle box smell any better.
Put it in that Ziploc bag like you told you to.
Yeah, I didn't even seal it back good, and that it got me.
Well, that's a good thing.
We will have some new out there with Ziploc bags on Friday.
All right.
Another thing is, if you didn't know, everything is made food grade. So if a dog gets it or an animal gets it, I've even tested this stuff myself. I know it sounds gross, but everything is food grade.
Hey, the garlic sounds tasty. I mean, it does smell pretty yummy.
It does smell good, I know, but
tell them who else has tried it though, garlic.
We had a couple other people at the catfish conference eat it.
No, I'm kidding.
I tried it. It worked. Hey, I'm gonna tell you what I did. I did it right in front of me. He goes, "You ain't supposed to eat it." I said, "We're gonna try it. If it don't kill me, I'll make me stronger." And I bit so it actually wasn't that bad tasting. I ain't gonna lie. It was the garlic type, but it wasn't that bad.
I tell you what, you forget your snacks, and you're out there all day long. That little, you might be tempted. I'm just saying.
Wow. I can't bring the garlic on board me anymore. It makes me think of garlic bread. I want to eat it. So
Yeah. One of me said I kept the X bait in the bed of my truck for months until I ran out. Stayed good the whole time. There you go. There you go. I probably wouldn't leave in the sun a whole lot, but other than that, all right.
No sun, but everything else it worked just fine.
There we go.
Well, it smells good, and I look forward to trying some Friday.
Well, good.
And
Hope
we'll
you enjoy it.
we'll send you some video that you can use.
There you go. Because I won't be fishing. I got to sit back and watch. My doctor got on to me today, guys. So, yeah. First, my physical therapist got on me, and then the doctor really got on me. And I had pulled some of the stitches because he knew I'd been using my arm. He said, "You're going to mess it up, and you're going to have to quit." So, I guess I'm going to have to calm down a little bit and quit doing so much.
Got to calm down for at least 2 weeks.
It's been a month. I figured a month it ought to be healed as far as I was concerned, but he's on me bad. So anyway, all right, guys. Well, I appreciate you, Nick, and we're gonna run over here.
Absolutely.
Wait just a minute. Where did I mess up at?
And I don't know if you saw that comment from Matt. Want to be outdoors? Said I kept Nick's bait in the bed of my truck for months until I ran out. It stayed good the whole time. So there's just another. There's just another testimonial out there.
You know what? I wished I'd have read that like 2 minutes ago.
Well, that's what I'm here for, Daryl. That's what I'm here for.
I just read that before you read it out loud.
Well, hey, it needs to be said again. It needs to be said again.
Oh, that's it. True. All right. Well, we got Mr. John Cyclone in here with us also. The River Tackle. River Tackle. Why did I say that?
Because you can't talk. You can't get not one person's name right. You sure this is a great host or what?
John, thanks for coming in. I do apologize. These guys are going to give me crap the whole time that I do mess up. So anyway, thanks for coming in. Appreciate what you've done. And glad you worked with us at CatCon. And I was like, look at the rods. I was like, man, that's a nice one. He said, here, take this one over there and raffle it off. And I was like, man, that's awesome. So I appreciate you coming aboard, and I know you're excited. You're going to be making it to the gathering also this year.
Oh, I'm going to have this. So if anybody's brave enough, come by.
It ain't bad. I've drank a bunch of that.
I think that's the community coffee challenge is what John's throwing out there. I'm just saying.
Is he the king of the coffee?
He is the king of the coffee.
Oh, me and him's got to go out on a boat together because I love coffee too.
How strong is your stomach, Daryl?
Well, I don't mix mine with what you might be mixing yours with, so better not go there then.
For most people, this is more than a Red Bull.
Man, everybody. I do drink mine strong, but I don't drink it stronger than strong because I think Red Bull's like 2 or 3 cups of coffee. I don't know.
John just put a spoon in his to stir it, and it just stands up.
Does it stand up or come out and burn off?
You see what Danny said?
That's right. John can use that coffee for furniture polish. What the what?
Hey.
That's strong. I made it through the military, still didn't get addicted to coffee somehow.
So let's talk about your tackle and what got you started. I know you're selling hooks and rods and reels and all kinds of stuff. You want to talk about what all you're selling there?
Well, we originally started out with the hooks, and 3 years ago? That was the main focus, was the hooks. And we kind of added a few items along the way, but the hooks was the main focus. And we said we'd never steer away from having a good product on the hook. Even though we've added rods, we've added reels, spinners, floats. We got most of the stuff you need for catfishing, but the hook was the main focus.
Right.
And we went beyond with it because we are, as far as I know, the only small hook company that is carrying a German alloy steel hook.
Yeah.
It's one of the best materials you can use. Our hooks are all the offset is done, the sharpening of the hook is done, everything is done before heat treat.
And
That's
John, you were mentioning the German alloy. Can you just for a second, why is that so important? You know, we hear German alloy, we hear the German steel. Why is that important in the hook?
the thing about the German alloy steel. The reason a lot of companies want to use German alloy is because the simple fact that the ore for the German alloy has come out of the same mine for over 100 years.
Yeah.
So
The compound is so consistent, which makes it such a great steel.
Yeah, I'll say this: when I go to buy a knife, the first thing I look is if it says it's from, and I may say the name of it wrong, Salome, Germany.
Salome, Germany.
Salome, Germany. If you want a good knife, it's called a German knife. It's a German knife. It's made with carbon steel. It's not the stainless steel. That is the best knife. It won't hold the edge as good as this. Well, it holds the edge good, but it don't hold it as long as stainless. But sharpening it's a dream. I'd rather sharpen that knife all day long as try to do a stainless steel. But if you want the best steel you can buy, you go and you look for steel that came out of Salome, Germany, and there's no better in this world than it comes out of there. And I challenge anybody to prove that wrong.
And you know the thing about it is, Daryl, the German alloy also has the steel is really good, and it allows rust not to form.
Yep.
As quick as any other metal. It's a good rust preventive steel. And then we take ours, we do a light etch, and then put a black nickel coating.
Yeah.
Which makes the coating stay on and last even longer. The longest we've had, which it was Creel that had it on his boat, 6 months fishing and in the weather, and no rust.
Yeah.
You know, it's a really good steel. That's why we went with it. Cost me a lot, but
John, how did you come up with the ideas for that hook? Like that is not
the design of the hook? The
design of the German alloy hook, like as far as the shank, everything with it.
I give that to all the guys that's helping us. All the pro staff members that's helping us, Danny, Jerry, Creel, Michael Creech, all these guys, Lance, all of them had a part in designing this hook.
So it's not just like a copy of like an Eagle Claw.
You can hunt it. You can hunt because there's been many others that's done compared that hook to catalogs and thought they found it and didn't.
Perfect. Awesome.
It's not a catalog hook. It's done for us. It cost me $5,000 for a design. So yeah, we paid good for it.
Now, what different size hooks do you carry in that?
I go from 2 to 12.
2 to 12.
Yep. 2 to 12. And
every size you need then.
I think Jerry was using, what was he using? The 2/0 Saturday for the tournament? That's what Jerry Parker was using.
See, I told you had unfair advantage. He was using them outlaw German hooks there that was too sharp. And they couldn't miss. That's right. There's another protest for Mr. Parker.
And that's like I said, and we progressed on to, we got our own rods coming. We already come out with the first run of them. We got more coming. We're going to add a few different colors. We also have our own reel coming, which is this one. It's got a 7-to-1 gear ratio. It's made for snags. It's going to be a really good bank fisherman's reel because of the speed, and it's going to have 35 pounds of drag somewhere in there.
How much line will it hold?
Almost 300 yards.
Wow, So it's about the size of the 7,000, probably.
That's right.
It's the same diameter, but not as wide.
So it holds almost as much, but not quite as much as the 7,000.
Oh my goodness. For
It's
people
right
that
at
like a
7,000.
good size reel, look at that. Like, if you like the feel of like a pen that like, that is that is awesome right there.
And what we've also done with this is it will not, no matter how hard you cast it or what.
Oh wow, look at that.
If the power handle spins around on you, it will not engage. You have to manually engage it.
That's cool.
That's the one issue with pens, where that thing will come over and click it shut, and that is awesome.
Yeah, and it's stainless gears. We got, believe it or not, if you take a few of the high dollar reels apart on your main drive side of your reel, you'll find out that there's anywhere from 3 to 6 gears in there to make it work. This one, it has your main drive gear and your main spool gear. That is it. Just 2 gears.
John, there was a question. Look at that. That's man, that you can look at just turn it to the side again, John. You can see look at the where that is put together. That is well thought out for sure. Where did I see the question? Lance was asking if you know in one rotation how many inches of line will that pick up? Do you know?
With a full spool, one full rotation is 44 inches.
And in case y'all wonder, when John looks off to the side, he's asking the boss lady, Miss Stephanie, for the correct information. He got the correct information sitting there right next to him.
And it's got a really loud bait clicker.
Oh,
Jay,
nice.
you want to know when that reel's going to be available?
I should have some 3rd week of May.
So you may bring in a few to the gathering first to look at?
That's my plan.
Okay, cool.
And that's what I'm saying. You know, we eliminated a lot of issues with the gears, amount of gears in the sides. It's going to be a really easy reel for a fisherman to take apart and clean, because you don't have 40 springs in it and 15 little gears, and you don't have all of that in this one. We got 2 gears. The main drive gear that holds the drag clutches is 2 inches in diameter.
Yeah.
And it's a quarter inch.
Wow.
Quarter inch thick, and it's stainless.
Stainless, 1/4 inch thick, over 2 inches wide.
Yeah.
Wow.
And I've been beating one up for 3 months now? 4 months? And no troubles, none.
Somebody's asking, do you know what the price is going to be? And if you don't want to announce that right yet, then
they're going to be somewhere around 115.
115. Okay, that's not bad. That's not a bad price at all. So,
let's see. And by the way, Daryl, not getting off the subject right now at hand, but Chrissy, Uptown Chrissy Brown, who was the other host from the tournament this past weekend, reminded you that for the Watts, the WOTT, the Wots tournament, you need to get the complaint in within the protest within 20 minutes. So,
I protested the whole. See, you wasn't there. I
Nope,
protested the whole tournament.
He protested the whole day.
yeah, but Chrissy was hosting that channel.
Hey,
He was hosting it on some trophy.
What you don't know is
Trophy
I even tried to pay the referee off, and you can, if he was on here, I'd bring him up. I even sent him money trying to pay him off, and he didn't work out. So,
well,
he says to be bought, and I tried to buy him, and it didn't work out. He said, "Here's what he said. He said, I can't believe you because I'm having to use my phone for the live, so I can't look. So I ain't making no ruling." I'm like,
Even
Well, what good was it been trying to buy the referee off if he can't look?
even
Daryl,
Randy
and I
knows.
had enough. I had more money to him than you did, so that's the reason it happened.
Even Randy knows you've got to buy the host. It's the host that you need to have on your. Randy knows that.
JG, you're getting worse than me, JG.
Catch Fish with us wants to know if it comes in green. At the moment, my first run of reels is going to be 200 reels. This is a graphite housing, but if I do well with these, the second run of these reels will be a full carbon reel. And then I'll be able to do whichever color I'm looking for. I'm talking the frame, side covers, all carbon.
That's nice. Nice.
Well,
Like I said, Daryl, if you're gonna make changes and you're gonna come up with something different, you're going this damn deep in debt.
Exactly. And you guys all know that Catfish Sumo is my sponsor, and that's what he does too. He tries to make, and this is what makes you different from people. And I'm not trying to just throw my sponsor in here, but he tries to do things that's different. Like he's now got detachable sinkers, and the Demon Dragons that don't have to be, that the line goes straight through. They're knotless. Do something different to catch that eye of the consumer that goes, hey, that's a great idea. Just like Blue River Carp. He's putting out, there's a lot of people that's putting out the bait now, but he is putting out all different kinds that is going to catch the eye of somebody and go, that's exactly what I wanted. I've been hearing about strawberry chicken. Damn. This is strawberry carp. Got to be just about the same. Put it out there. It's all about catering to the consumer and giving them, what they want. And a lot of people in the business I am, they'll ask me, they're going to be selling their house and they're getting cabinets, and they'll go, okay, I want something that's going to sell. I want this blue cabinet over here. And I'll tell them, I say, look, you're building this house to sell. Let me tell you something. If you want the biggest group of people that wants this house, you don't go with that blue. You go with what most people want and what they're looking for. But in this, it's a little different. You got to hit with other people too. So some people may want this, and some people only want that size of hook. But it's all the same thing. You give them something that they're going to think about, like that hook that's made out of metal from Slums, Germany. Hey, I know about this stuff. That's sharp, and it's not going to get dull half as good. Or here's this guy with Blue River Carp that's making not just 2 packs of carp. He's got 20 different packs that's got big size. I don't have to total a knife every time. If I forgot my knife at home, I got the small slips. Or if I'm going for a bigger one, I got bigger ones. And I got different flavors to go for.
I like the sample packs that he's doing that I've heard about recently. That's a great idea. That's an awesome idea.
That's what gets you out there, and that's what makes people want to try what you got, So kudos to people that start trying to just follow the next guy and do the same thing as the next guy does. That looks like a Catfish Sumo reel right there.
Oh, it ain't. That's actually an Ancient Mariner Albatross 6000.
That's almost the same color as the Sumo. That's how I thought it was.
That's carbon fiber.
Is it? Okay.
Yep. Yeah, you see the pattern?
Yeah. It's carbon.
Oh, okay, it's hard for me to see on there. But hang on just a minute. Don't move that just yet. I got this little button that does that. There you go.
There it is.
There it is. Carbon fiber. Yep, there you go. Nice.
And he's beat that thing to death with everything.
Yeah.
We got a nick in it somewhere here if I can find it. We tested it, the strength of it. Yeah, right here. See that little spot?
Yeah.
Right there. That spot right there. That's what happens when you beat on it with a hammer.
There you go.
And guys, his Ancient Mariner reels are guaranteed for life.
Yeah.
Yeah. But you know, we sell his products also, but if companies would work together, man, there'd be a lot of things can happen.
Absolutely.
Because
Absolutely.
you know, I started retailing his products, and it's then led to a lot of other avenues.
There you go.
With Ancient Mariner, yeah.
Yeah, it's led to a lot of other avenues.
I'm gonna put you on the spot right here, John. Every one of the sponsors that I have, let me do a TSO 10% off. Are you gonna let me do that on your stuff? For the gathering.
He's got a check.
Yeah, all of our gathering sponsor does a TSO 10% off. I don't get anything out of it. It just helps. But if you get back with me, don't tell me now. Get back with me later. But
done.
All right,
boy.
So guys, I'll let you know. But every sponsor of the gathering is giving a 10% off, except for Watts Battery gives 6%. So now every single sponsor of the gathering does a TSO 10. I tell everybody, every one of them, I don't want anything out of it. If it sells, whatever, don't even track it, except for to see if we help you guys out. And that's why I'm in it. I want you guys to go, okay, TSO was able to get us together, was able to get us this many sales last year. Or you know what? They didn't nothing come in. So their sponsorship's not helping us a bit, you know. So that's why I do that, because I want you guys to know if I'm out here to help everybody. And we've got 2 or 3 different tackles, 2 or 3 different rods, but I want to push every one of them the same. Because you know what? They're all good, got good stuff. Some of them's got different stuff, and some of them's a little different that. But we want all of our local guys that's out here, pushing the buggy, trying to sell the stuff to make sure that they get that sponsorship out there.
That's like you said a while ago, Daryl. You want to be different. You don't want to follow the train, right?
Exactly.
That is exactly why the JNS Signature Series rod is an asset wrap and not your basic rod.
There you go. Yeah. That's what you want to do. I mean, and that sets you apart.
And I mean, we've had a lot of questions from a lot of people say, hey, it's going to affect the casting. Yeah, it does affect it. It affects it for the best.
I can either confirm or deny if this is a JNS Signature Series acid wrap rod right here.
I can confirm
it. Yeah, that looks familiar. But Randy uses them. He knows.
I don't catch big fish, but I've got the biggest fish right now that's been caught on one at whatever it was at stand day the other day.
Woohoo!
Well, yeah.
I have 31, something like that. 32.
Have that information. I got it in one of my tablets. Where's JG with the sound effects of the goosh goosh, the stone tablets? It's here. That was when Warren and John. There's Patrick Gray when his family was fishing with us, catch fish with us, caught that walleye. I got it here somewhere. It's somewhere in here.
That's okay. That's okay, Stan.
But anyway, Johnson, you've been doing this, 2 years now? Is what it's been, about 2 years since you started out with the river tackle?
We going on 3.
Yeah.
We're going on 3. And look, the very first CatCon we went to, we had the run-of-the-mill hooks, and we said it then at CatCon that we're not going to do this anymore because everybody's the same.
Yeah.
I said we're going to change this, and we're going to do it, and we did it. 7 months later, we had them.
Right. That's awesome. That's awesome. That's the great thing about. That's what makes better products is people out there that's going, thinking about this and thinking about the way to do that. I mean, gosh, just look when this country got started. We was didn't have telephones, didn't have electricity.
That's it.
And, you know, you just evolved. It's just like with this catfish. It's evolving, and man, you're really seeing a lot of stuff that's getting better and better. I've just been doing this in this for 5 years, but in a 5-year period, I have really seen this evolving so much. You know, we used to about the only hook you could do is go to Walmart and get the what is that one they had, the catfish?
Oh, you had team catfish. But
Yeah,
then you had an eagle claw. You had the eagle claw, the sea circle hooks from eagle
What is
claw.
that?
but really nothing that was specified
Gamagatsu.
for us. Go ahead, John.
I think you got Gamagatsu. You got all of them.
Gamagatsu came out, but the Walmart ones were your eagle claws and your team catfish. I think
Team catfish. That's what I was trying to say. That was the
team,
first thing you ever seen that was actually called for catfish.
For catfish, right?
Yeah,
right.
You know, that's what I bought. Team catfish hooks. Yeah. You know, when I first started, I had the ugly sticks and stuff like that, and all that was good. And I'm not, you know, you can catch fish with it, but then we started evolving, and you start to see all this stuff evolving, and you're getting planer boards, which Cat was supposed to be on here tonight. I am mad at Ryan, and I'm going to eat him alive for not coming on. But I mean, you got planer boards that's made especially for catfishing, for the heavier weights and baits and stuff, because it's different from stripers and trout and stuff. Wow. You know, so many different things that have been evolved to help us to be able to catch fish in so many different ways. And that's the great thing about it, is you guys that, you know, shoot, I can't even think of 2 or 3 ways to catch catfish that all of a sudden you guys come out with, and I'm trying to fish for 14 different ways to catch catfish now. You know, it's awesome.
Hey, Daryl, if I can just catch up with
what's that?
If I can just catch up with chat real quick here. There, I saw, you know, there's V out there. She had Sandy Toes. Make sure you send some prayers to her. Not doing well. She's still not home. That's stupid B took her out. Oh my gosh. We're hoping you get feeling better, Sandy Toes. Where's it at? Bugman said I will support John always. He's a good person. I have my own reason. He knows them. Absolutely. And V said, what did it for us was John and Stephanie, the sweetest, most genuine-hearted people I've had the pleasure of becoming friends with. And before it was anything to any of us, the thing that impressed me was Stephanie talking with my wife. And, you know, it had nothing to do with YouTube or views or what products we used or whatever. And you know, that it's amazing the amount of time that she's taken and talking with my wife, and when there's been situations going on. So yeah, big shout out to them. And that V said it right there. Absolutely.
Well, I can tell you from personal exposure and experience with them, they'll do things, they do whatever they got to do to help people. One of the things that Daryl doesn't know, but I mentioned it, but that don't mean he's heard me. in the Woats tournament series, since we first announced it, John has said, let me know if there's anything you need. Absolutely. Let me know. What do y'all need? You know, how can I help? He's been here every step of the way.
Yeah.
And
you know, Randy, that's just us. That's how we are.
Exactly.
It's the people that ain't the product.
Exactly.
And you know,
it's like I've told a lot of people before, if I started this to get rich, I've done the wrong damn thing. You know, it's a fact. Well, you know, you're not going to get rich doing it, especially not us, because we do things in different manners. It's a different experience if you call me on the phone and we talk about a product, and you're going to understand what's going to happen.
Well, and John, if I can, there's something that's coming up that's going to prove that. River Cats Tackle is actually doing a tournament. You know, what other company out there is going to say, okay, we're going to do a tournament. I don't want you to use our stuff. Don't use our rods. We're going to go to Walmart. I want you to pick the cheapest combo at Walmart. It's a $10. The Wally World Whiplash coming up on May
10th.
May 10th.
May 10th.
It's
Got a Wally World. This is a Ozark Trails Wayfarer rod. Comes already line spooled on it for at 8-pound test for $10.98.
What a bargain!
Excuse me, $9.98.
$9.98. Get it right.
And here's the good thing: if you don't have a Walmart around you, you go to Walmart.com. They'll ship it right to your house. So it's not everybody can get involved with it. It's to go out there. Same thing as the Wolt series, WOTTS. Same thing that we do on stand day. It's just we want people to go out there. We want people to go out there and have fun. And showing that you can go out there and catch fish on a $10 combo from Walmart with 8-pound test. Omniflex 8-pound is if you need more line for it. And it's just going out there to have fun, just like the last Wilt's tournament. And we got off Blue River Carp for a little bit, but I've talked to Nick for a couple of years even at CatCon, like when you're running around, he always takes the time to talk to you. And that's what you want, somebody that wants to talk about their product. And Nick doesn't hide from anybody. This is what the product is. And, for whatever reason, I've had some scheduling stuff and whatever, but he's always willing to talk to people. And that's another great product. And you look at all the great people sponsoring the gathering and stuff like that. So, but I just wanted to throw that out there. I can't wait for May 10th. That's going to be a lot of fun. Just like the previous one with Doc Demon tournament we just had at WOTTS.
Yeah, we got a business. We sell terminal tackle. We sell rods. We sell hooks. We sell all of this good stuff. But if you call me on the phone and you're asking me about the hooks, that's what we're going to talk about. If that's what you're looking for is hooks, we're going to talk about the hooks. And I'm not. There's Randy. He's right there. He can tell you, because the first time I talked to Randy on the phone, he was looking for hooks.
Yep.
I did not, by no means, bring any other equipment into the equation. It's what you're looking for is what we're going to talk about, and I'm not going to push anything else on you.
And
I got a quick question.
We sat and talked for a long time, and just less than a month ago now, we switched everything that we own over to Rivercast Tackle rod and reels.
What you got, Thomas?
Hey, so I've had a bad experience with hooks. Like a lot of the hooks I use go like this. Weep.
Oh,
how yours hold up really well to that?
You will never experience that.
What size hook you talking about?
I just use little ones. I fish everything from carp, catfish.
Can I take this one, John? The Hawaiian, you may know him, Lance Makuga out there.
No,
the
Lance,
Hawaiian
right?
Carp Slayer hook. Bam, perfect.
you know Lance, right? Makuga.
Yeah, I see him on Facebook.
Yeah, the big carp he catches, he actually catches on one of our number 4.
Really?
It's not a
Bugman,
4.
yes.
It's not a 4. It's a number 4. It's a little bitty hook. I don't like pulling with it.
John, if Andrew, by the way, Creole Catfish and Andrew, that is Jeremy's brother. That's Andrew, nicknamed Tank. Huge part of RCT Tackle. You see him every Sunday night on Lance's show.
Wow.
And he said, send Steve a couple of packs on him, John.
I thought I really had blocked him too from this show.
What the what?
I don't like Andrew. He's a show off. He goes and catches these big fish and rubs them in my face. He's a show off.
Wait, you can't talk about my brother that way. That's
Hey, this is my show, not your Friday night show. Okay?
I'm gone.
Oh, baby.
Anyway,
guys,
I'm fixing to show him one of these things.
Yeah, go ahead. Let me pull you up. Let's see. Boom.
And
All right, John, are your number 8s back in stock?
They should be shipping out. They should be shipping. They should be coming to me Monday.
Jerry Hager said the powder coating said the hooks impressed me. They stayed sharp all weekend, and the hookup rate was extremely high. There you go.
Look, man, I can't fool with these things.
Oh, nice.
You see it?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, if you look, it's actually a bait holder because
Yeah, look at the eye up there.
It's
in the
got
barbs.
There you go.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's got
nice.
barbs on the
Yeah.
back.
and it's y'all gonna make me hook my damn self.
I'll tell you what, carp,
That's what we left you
panfish.
on live for.
There you go. Lance said I've only caught a 30.5 pound common carp on it. There you go, amongst
nice.
many others. Lance was on a roll last year with that. Andrew said, "You see that sling that Daryl's wearing?"
Who put
Daryl
that
told people
up?
at Sergi's, it was me.
Now this is our standard 2-art German alloy.
Oh,
That's what Parker was using this weekend.
yes, you
Yeah.
talk about a
Jeez.
channel cat.
Oh,
Catch
yeah,
and hook
that's
there.
nice.
But Steve, like you were pointing out, you see how sharp that point is right there, and you see how for a the circle hook like that's not bending. And
No,
that's one of the things about, especially with like going to the German alloy hooks, that's not going to happen. Gamakatsu had that issue. They had some bad steel a few years ago. Everybody remembers about that one where they're breaking and bending. And that's the point with getting good
definitely gonna
steel
hook
for your
yourself now.
hooks. Creo said,
that's-
Andrew said, Tank said, someone dare John to stick it in wood. I think there's a video about that somewhere out there.
Oh, it ain't got a problem digging up wood.
And
It'll dig
Lance
through a Coke can all day long.
said
Oh,
I
nice.
use 2-aught and 3-aught for salmon and burbot. Oh, we got Dominic Hollis out there.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
This is our 12.
Dang, that's big.
And
Not really.
you know what, Matt? Trophy Cat Tackle, good dude. You know, another great dude out there trying to
We
get
got,
some stuff out there. We understand, absolutely. Matt said I've been sponsored by Trophy Cat Tackle, but I love to show love to other small business in other ways. I'd love to get some reels at the gathering. There you go. That's from Wanna Be Outdoors, Matt.
So, let me bring you up. Hang on just a second. There you go.
Let me show you the point.
Dang.
And if you walk by the booth at any of the shows, you'll see that there'll be a board somewhere that's just tore all to pieces.
Bugman, that was a 2-aught. The one that he was showing was a 2-aught. And that's what Jerry Parker used this past. It's not rolled. That's still
Didn't even move.
pinpoint.
And that's your German.
That's German alloy.
Yep.
Good.
That makes all the difference in the world.
And he said, I was using the 5-aught German steel, and we were reeling in those small channel. Dude, Danny and his buddy there, I think they conservatively said 60-something or 70 fish, whatever it was. They were on fire, except the biggest
just
one
little.
they had was 0.9. You know, I think if they would have used some Blue River carp bait, they might have caught some bigger ones in there.
There you go. See,
I'm just saying. I'm just saying. But I'm very interested in that because I'm going to be getting out here. A big announcement. I'm doing it right here on Daryl and Steve's show and Randy's show. I am going to be getting out here doing a lot more fishing. But when I go fishing by myself, you know, I can't throw that cast net. I don't have the boat. I don't have the other to get out there and get bait. I'm going to be very interested in picking up some bait, like if I can't catch bluegill or do some other things. I'm going to be very interested in picking up some Blue River carp, just to have it there and cast it out and see what happens. I think it's a great alternative for people in my situation that wants to throw some natural bait out there, maybe with some flavor on it, and see what happens. So I'm
it
definitely
works
going to be looking forward to that.
I don't see Daryl throwing any cast nets anytime soon.
Or catching any fish.
Hey, Teddy Toes, just go to my Facebook account. It's Daryl Morris, and you can send it that or send it to the gathering, either one. But the best thing to do is go to my Facebook, Daryl Morris Facebook, and you can send me a message there.
And what makes this even worse for Daryl is Daryl's left-handed.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
I know what else he's missing out on.
Hey. Anyway, guys, we appreciate you guys. These guys are sponsoring our gathering. Man, in memory of my buddy KP, Mr. Kenneth Powell. This will be our fourth one. I think we're going to have the biggest crowd we've ever had. It's just amazing. We'll be there starting on Monday, but the official start date will be on the 16th, and it'll go to the 18th. As always this year, we will have free barbecue on Saturday. We will have the free big fish contest, which is going to pay out $1,000 to the biggest fish, $500 to the second place fish. And it'll pay $250 to third place, $125 to fourth place, and $75 to fifth place. So
awesome.
that is awesome.
That's awesome.
We also have had this donated to us for the gathering, where everybody fits in. That is a slogan that I love, and also make his dream come a reality. This was a dream I had, and we made it become a reality. This is all of our sponsors. It's got Blue River and all the rest of them on here, and we are selling raffle tickets to this. And if anybody wants to buy a raffle ticket, it's $10. And let me put this up there. I think that's the right one. You can send to that and put your name with it when you send it, and we'll give you a ticket. And we'll draw this on the day of the gathering, just before we will stop any ticket sales at 11 o'clock, and we will draw the gathering for this beautiful. It's a Monopoly board, but I call it a Fishopoly board that must be done for us. So far, we have not sold the first ticket. So if anybody wants a ticket over, you better send a cash out.
How much is a ticket, Daryl?
Odds are 100% if one person buys in it.
Wait, how much is a ticket, Daryl?
$10 a ticket. This
Holy
is
crap! $10. Where do I send it?
To the going across. Cash out Trophy Seekers or
right.
PayPal.
Daryl, that was just for me. Nobody else is going to send in the 10. I am going to get the one ticket for $10.
You get it. Guys, this is burnt in wood. This is wood, maple burning, and they burn it in. She burned it in. She took and had to load all this in and burn it and then hand painted all of it. So it is just one more awesome deal to do. And I really appreciate Miss B. I know she worked hard on this. The top comes off, and I have not loaded the newest one, and it has dividers in there where all the parts and pieces go. It's just a beautiful, beautiful board, as you can see there. And Chris did a great job on doing the frame on it and everything. So I appreciate the Smiths for doing that. And guys, if you want to buy in on this, we're only going for 2 weeks here. So cash out Trophy Seekers or PayPal at Morris. The Morris Precision Caddies at yahoo.com is PayPal. So
and we'll be running that. We'll be running that Friday night also, because that is just beautiful. And no, actually, I'm thinking I'm not gonna. I'm telling my wife right now. She's putting in this $10. I want that one ticket that's gonna win it.
Well, hey, just to let you know, somebody's bought tickets now.
We've had a couple
my
of
wife. Way to go,
now.
wifey.
See there, we've got a couple. Got both of y'all. I got you. I got Andrew. Thank you. We will.
And the best part is having Daryl in jail.
No, wait, keep going, Daryl. I know my wife sent in the money for the tickets for that, right? Tell
No,
him, Daryl. Tell him.
not yet.
What?
Not
Why?
yet. So, hey,
Hello.
Buck, how you doing, buddy? Good to see you there. So, guys, I appreciate everybody that said, I love doing this. I love bringing the sponsors up, not just because I feel like they deserve it. We owe it to them to try to. They are backing us and pushing us, and we should push it. But we learn so much more about the product and what they done and what their thinking was with. Last week was an awesome show where we brought up these products and our sponsors, and they talked about the product, and we learned so much about the Stay Alive stringers and the other sponsors that we had up, and it was just great content where these all our viewers and people out there can watch this and learn about the product and learn what goes into it. So, Steve, you got any more questions for these guys? We've ran over, and it's been great.
Oh, it's been a great show. No, man, I learned so much tonight. It's been just amazing. It's dude, thanks for teaching us and showing us what you guys got and helping to grow the community and let us be part of it.
I love how humble Steve is. Steve, you did an amazing job in that tournament this past week. You've done an amazing job every stand day. If you haven't checked out Steve Hooker Thomas, just the what do you call it? The dark horse that's out there, that's always out there catching fish. You're involved in a lot of our chats, a lot of our lives. You post a lot of stuff. You're hosting shows. You're doing stand days. If you haven't checked out Steve Hooker Thomas yet, one of my good friends,
Thanks,
Nate,
buddy.
if I get out that way, dude, we're fishing together. That is one of the it's on the bucket list out there, because if you're fishing a tournament, there's gonna be fish caught guaranteed with Steve Hooker Thomas. And I can't thank you enough for what you've done for Stand Day. So thank you.
Hey, thanks, man. That means a lot. I appreciate that.
He's finally starting to learn a little bit. Go ahead, John.
What size hooks?
Just your 4 would be perfect.
Okay, I'll send you some.
That's what they're keeping on there.
I'll send you some 4s and a pack of 2 of the 2-aught.
That'd be amazing. Thank you so much.
Yeah,
that's awesome. All right, Randy, you got anything?
I'm gonna inform you. If you stab yourself, it's wrote on the pack. Caution, sharp.
Yeah, I do.
That's good.
Just
if you buy.
Okay.
There.
He gone.
I'm sorry. Go ahead. I was bringing you up, and I hit the wrong thing. Sorry, buddy.
Great to see you.
We appreciate everybody that's helping with the tournaments. We appreciate everybody that's helping with the gathering. We appreciate John and Nick in here tonight. You've got great products, and they go towards a whole. They do a lot of good besides just selling us good products. They help people out when they have the opportunity. Stuff goes on behind the scenes that nobody else sees. And if you need anything from River Cats Tackle, you can use code SWAIN10. We have our own code now.
Congratulations, by the way.
Awesome.
Congratulations, Randy and Lisa, and Catch Fish with us out there. Welcome to the family. That's awesome.
Yeah, that's for sure. Well, Nick, I appreciate you coming on, buddy. Like I say, you've always been a friend, and you're a great guy. He's done the same as what we're talking about, John. He's reached out to so many people, and I know there's so many people that have been using his products, and it's a great product. And I'm so happy to see all the places you're getting to go to, because you're a good guy, and you deserve that, buddy. And guys, check him out. Try his bait out. I promise you, it works. I'm not just trying to act like this because he's a sponsor. I've used his bait. Hey, my truck's seen his bait. I promise you, it smells better because of his bait. But I'll tell you, I'm not lying to you. I could not believe it. I was like, what's that strawberry smell? I'm like, I thought somebody had actually left an air cleaner in my truck because I fish out all the time. And got to look at it, it was strawberry bait squished out. But anyway, buddy, you're always a great guy. You always come me well. I appreciate it. John, thank you for just being good at what you do, coming up and wanting to be a part of this. And man, I appreciate you, buddy. I appreciate you guys. Without you guys and all the YouTubers out there that give to this cause and help us get this put together. I said it last week. It costs us around $5,000 to do this because of all of what we do, and just the big fish is $2,000, not counting all the barbecue and the renting a place and all. And you guys this year have knocked it out of the park. And thank you so much to everybody that's done so much to make this dream come true and for people to have so much fun and done so good with it. So, Nick, have you got anything else you want to talk about before we get out of here?
Ooh, me?
I said Nick.
Nope, I think.
Oh, Nick, go ahead, Nick. Yes.
It's definitely a good time. You should come out and visit. Good time. Good time.
Absolutely. John, you got anything else left you want to talk about?
Be ready for some good coffee.
There we go. Hey, you was going to bring the score sheet up. We never done that.
I did. It's in your back. All you got to do is pop it up, and we can share it right there. I'd like to point out, it's in backstage. Just go back to the one. It says Stand Share page. I would like to point out the difference between Chrissy hosting on there it is. So here we go. Here's the big dog of the host. As you can see here, we had an amazing day. We caught 6 keepable fish that scored. And I think, Steve, you had 4 of them. I think
5.
Bert had 1. And but as you can see
I took
here,
5.
Oh, you had 5, and then Bert. Okay, all right. We're not.
Yeah, and Bert had 1.
I was trying, Steve. I was trying to give
Chrissy
a little bit more credit.
Chrissy might have had 41 on her channel.
No, I think that there's some. I think Daryl had something to do with skewing these numbers here a little bit. But yeah, Chrissy had 41. But as you can see here, let me go to the page so I can scroll that back and forth.
Who caught the biggest fish? What team caught the biggest fish?
I'm not sure. We're gonna go up here because we didn't. It was a numbers tournament, so all we keep track of numbers over a pound. Jerry Parker had 17. Catchfish with us, Chris had 9, and V had 8. So combined, they tied with Jerry from the. They were in the same boat. So I'm just saying that could have been.
Yeah.
But then you got Josh done it again. He got 4. Steve Hooker Thomas.
Yeah.
He was over here on my page. He got 5. And Bert got 1. And again, they were in the same boat. They were fishing together. Then we go back to Chrissy.
Mm-hmm.
And they I don't know how Daryl's name got up here.
Oops, that went away.
The Sizzle guy and Woody. I remember Daryl just sitting on the boat saying, oh, guys, my shoulder. You got to, you steer the boat. No, go over there. Oh, my arm.
I don't know why it didn't put his team TSO. What happened?
Before we get out of here, Steve, I'm gonna need your address.
When we drop down, you can get it.
All right.
Absolutely.
Okay.
But seriously, big shout out to everybody that's part of the WOTTS, the Way Out There Tournament Series. It's about having fun. We're going to do the Wally Word Whiplash on May 10th. It's not part of the WOT, but maybe it should be. Who knows? But we're still doing
Hey, it's like this, Dan. We're all part of it.
Absolutely, bro. We're out there having fun. You got the live fishing tournament league out there. There's if there's a spot out there, whether you're competitive, you want to have fun, there is a spot out there in the family for everybody. We're just trying to bring everybody in. We're going to be doing all kinds of other fun tournaments. I mean, you may be seeing a bass fisherman, cat fisherman, and pet fisherman team together going up against other teams. That's one of the things I'm working on right now. Who knows? We just want to bring some fun back into it, and there's something out there for everybody. We'll see everybody on stand day. We'll see everybody Friday night. We're gonna have some other big announcements about River Cats Tackle then, and I can't wait. The team's just growing. Everything's going well. And Daryl, I hope you're. But big shout out to Daryl. We bust his bananas, and like you said, he's out there doing more stuff than he should. And the doctors tell him not to. I've done a lot of stuff with Daryl over the past year and a half. I mean, we've done stuff, but the past year and a half, I think Daryl's where we've been putting kind of things together and doing benefits and It's just been a blast, Daryl. I like doing stuff with you, and I think it's showing out there. So thank you, everybody that's part of it, and we can't wait for what's coming up.
Yeah, sorry, I'm trying to tell everybody that I got that sent me cash apps and stuff. Yes, sir. Thank you very much, guys.
Yeah. There you go.
We
Give
went
Daryl
over
a
about
compliment. Look.
32
Oh yeah,
minutes.
I'm not listening to you. You're just a. I'm not listening to
I
you.
was listening to you talking about the things we've done and all that stuff. Give
You're
me a
just
break,
the
man. I can
host
double.
of the.
Look,
You're just the host of the tournament series. And let's not forget Lisa.
Anyway, what I was trying to say was I was listening. I appreciate everybody that's came in, and man, guys, you're awesome. We appreciate our people out there in chat and everybody. And John, thanks for coming in. Randy, buddy, as always. Steve, you guys are an awesome group. Until next week, we're going to have 4 more sponsors, and then we'll be done with all of our sponsors out there that we've got going. So you guys have a wonderful night. Until then, we are going to get out here. Thank you. God bless everybody, and we'll see you later.
Have a good one.